Oh.
The Farmall 766 is a row crop tractor produced by International in Rock Island, Illinois. These were produced from 1971 to 1976. According to TractorData.com, there were 10,799 units built. This model is a 1973 model because if you look at the serial number, if it ends in 7101 or higher, it was in 71, and then if it ends in 74, 16 or higher than that, it's a 72. Unless it gets to 9611, it's a 1973 model. 1974 model would be 12378 or higher. 1975 model would be a 14630 model or number or higher, and 1976 would be a 16840 or higher on your serial number. Brand new in 1976, this tractor costs $13,400, and right now a good condition tractor, a little nicer than this, would probably cost about that. If it's a little more beat up, it costs less. This tractor's history, this tractor was my great uncle's. He bought it used, I don't know where, but he bought it from Caledonia Implement in town. He used this tractor on a blower for a silo and on his baler, I know for sure, and he liked it so much that he kept it, and then he wasn't using it, so my grandpa bought it, and it's probably my favorite tractor on the farm because I always wanted a 66 series. We've owned it for about 5 years now. Right now this tractor goes on a small square baler, a tedder, a rake. It's grind feed, hauls corn and hauls bales. It's a nice handy tractor. The engine, the 766 came with a gas option, and that was a 291 cubic inch engine. And this one is a 360 cubic inch diesel, naturally aspirated engine. And the transmission, rumor is that these tractors are sought after for pulling because the transmissions weren't as beat on as your larger models, and pulling tractors want these tractors more. This is a 8-speed transmission with a high-low 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it has a 4 reverse. But then there's a torque amplifier, and that's another high and low range. It's not as complicated as you think. It's a 12-volt starter system, and moving on to the black stripe. So in mid-1975, International switched from the Farmall line to, they just ran an International line, and they made this stripe black, but there's no record of it from International Harvester, so you don't know for sure whether it's a true black stripe. But basically, if you have a 1975 serial number or higher, the chances are it's probably original, but they're very rare. A friend of mine is looking for a black stripe 766, and he can't find one because they're super rare, and he wants one back. Power, the hydraulic pump will do 12 gallons per minute, which is pretty much nothing now. They all came with a 2-wheel drive. Sometimes someone will put a hydraulic front wheel assist on it, but almost all came with a 2-wheel drive. Liquid cooled engine. What else did I get? This tractor in the Nebraska test had 74 drawbar horsepower. and 85 engine horsepower. And with International, what they like to do with their tractors was your first two numbers, or your first set of numbers, there could be another number in front of here, that was your horsepower, and this was your amount of cylinders. So like a 1066 I have 106 horsepower, roughly 6 cylinders. Otherwise there was a 504, that was 50 horse, 4 cylinders. The 766 at the very end was kind of the last of the gasoline tractors. After that, diesel became a lot more common and efficient, but I'd say they're about 50-50 on what's gas and what's diesel for a 766. So yeah, that's my informative speech on a 766 Farmall.